Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Mas Amran. Yeah, and okay, today we will have a meeting. I think this one is a one-on-one meeting, and also to check the onboarding progress. So as usual, the first 5 minutes of the meeting is Segue. So please let us know the personal best good news that you have in the last week. Okay, please, Mas Amran.
Ini nggak apa-apa kan Pak, pakai bahasa Indonesia.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so I think this is our first meeting with the new mechanism. All right.
Saya share ini lagi Pak ya. Apa tuh? Screen lagi.
Okay, but please say your personal best. So what's the best thing that happens to you in the last week?
Maksudnya gimana Pak?
You share your best. You share your best good news in the last week. For example, the best good news is, hey, I just got a big amount of money, or maybe some other good news. It can be personal, it can be professional.
Oh gitu.
Yeah.
Ya mungkin untuk info barunya kemarin sih apa ya? Ya saya baru saja ini perbaiki kamar makanya.
Oh really?
Makanya sekarang ya lumayan nyaman dengan kondisi yang sebelumnya seperti itu.
So it's a different room, same house, or it's your own house?
Same house.
Oh, same house.
Same house, but a different room.
Oh, okay, different room. It's your house, or you are living in another place?
Yes, it's my house.
Oh, okay.
But
Alright.
Saya baru aja renovasi kamarnya.
Oh wow, that's good. That's very nice. So this is the new room with a cleaner paint and so on. Okay. Yeah, that's very good to avoid COVID-19 disease, yeah, in virus.
Yes.
You need to have a good and clean environment. Okay, that's very nice.
Membuat nyaman, ya membuat ruangan senyaman mungkin.
Okay, alhamdulillah. So is there any other good news that you'd like to share?
Mungkin hanya itu aja sih Pak yang dapat saya sampaikan.
Okay. Okay, so it's my turn now. So my good news is that we have been successful in implementing and adopting of new tools and processes. So for example, we adopted a SSO login system and Lovia chat, and also a BPMN workflow engine, Camunda. And on the processes side, beginning about the last few weeks, we are adopting EOS, entrepreneurial operating system. So this new meeting process, and also how we solve issues, the scheduling, and so on the management side. And I have to say that for me, it has been a good experience. I think that our meetings are more on time and also more productive, I would say. And I can also see, because every meeting is rated by all the team attendees. Previously, the meeting score is usually bad, maybe like 5 or 6, and now we sometimes usually get 8 or more. So we are still in the beginning of this process, but I think that going forward, it should be more improvement over time. So that's the good news from my part.
So that's why so much many tools in Lovia, sir?
Yeah, and actually one of the reason is because we strive to be a technology company. We don't use use technology just for technology, but we have to prioritize the kind of tools that we use okay, and so that it's not too much and too many that it makes it becomes more effort just to maintain the tools than the tools bringing benefit to us. But in a way, it's become when we get used to it, I think it's nice. For example, we are using Zoom. Okay, if we are not using Zoom, Zoom is also a tool. Without Zoom, then it will be much worse. And using Notion, previously we are using like Notion without Notion. Yeah, we are using GitLab issues. We are using Google Docs. We are using Trello, and maybe other things. But after we are using Trello, so we can reduce the usage of all the other tools. Okay, we still use Google Docs, but in a more reduced capacity. We still use GitLab, but I think for collaboration and managing tasks, having every task in Notion is much better because we do not have to switch between GitLab and the Trello and so on. For example, when we use Trello, because Trello is just for the board, we do not have a place to store the meeting agenda, right? And if we store a meeting agenda in Google Docs is just for documents, and there will be like a long list of documents, and we have to find which one, who, and so on. But in Notion, when we have a meeting agenda, we can put the agenda in the proper place, in the proper department, and we put the agenda in the proper date, yeah, put the proper date, and we can put information about what is the topic of the meeting and who does attends the meeting and meeting agenda, and then we can edit the agenda at the same time. For example, after this, then you will share the screen and open the agenda, and you can edit the agenda, and I can see it, and I can edit the agenda, and then you can see it. So it's much faster than if we are just using a tool that is not less effective than that. And for the other tools like chat, chat is because when we are using like, okay, we can use WhatsApp for that, but the problem is that we are actually a communication company. We need to contact our members, and we also need to communicate with team members. And
maybe we need privacy.
huh?
Maybe why we use chat or RocketChat, because maybe the we need to privacy.
We need to
Privacy.
privacy. Okay, yeah, that's one thing. So for company purposes, the chat is not using like the public or social media. So for example, in WhatsApp, if you connect with anyone with WhatsApp, uh, the the phone number is always visible, right? Phone number is always visible. And in our use case, especially that we have a counseling platform and then also matchmaking platform, sometimes people can communicate, and they still do not, they do not trust each other at first. So we need to provide a platform so that people can communicate and feel safe and secure. So that's one reason. And also for the other tools, they have their own reasons why we use that. Okay. Any other question about this? I will show you the tools and explain more after this. Any other question?
It's enough, sir.
Okay. So please now open the Notion and please share the screen.
Wait, sir.
Please open our agenda and share the screen. Right. Okay, so we can go to, I think we can discuss the onboarding first. So let me see. Have you completed all of the re-onboarding tasks?
No, sir, no.
Okay, so there are some things that we can do right now, and the others you can finish next week. Yeah. Okay, so first, I think the first one is assign yourself to this card by adding yourself to this card's assign list. So please do that now, or it's already there. Okay. Please check. You can assign yourself to the assign list. Have you done that? Go to the top, scroll to the top. Okay, now you can see the assign there. Yeah, assign. No, click the one on the right one, not the assign one, but the empty. You click on the empty part. Yeah. All right. So that's what we do. Okay, and then you can try to find another task that have not been done. So, all right. So you can launch and join the workspace at chat.lovia.live. Okay. Have you installed the app in your phone?
Udah, Pak.
Okay. Have you logged in? Have you logged in on the app?
No.
Okay. So please log in on the app and join. I will pause. I will invite you to the chat room. Wait a bit. Okay. Okay. I think you have a notification there. And I think you are in a jobs ops, yeah. All right. So please come to the internship room. Okay, come to, I think you should reload to apply your updated settings. You can click reload there. You can click reload on the blue button. That blue button on top, reload. Okay. All right. So, okay. Welcome to Lovia internship chat room. Okay. So please introduce yourself to the chat room, and you can also reply to Kiang Musa there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can introduce yourself a little bit, tell about your personal or career story. Oh yeah, you're both from Makassar. Yeah, I guess you should meet there. Oh no, COVID-19, no meeting. Meet virtually, okay? After COVID-19, you can meet. Oh, is that your friend? Do you know her? Do you know Kiang Musa? Huh?
Kayaknya enggak.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, maybe you can reply to her message. You can click on the message there. The right side, there is a button for reply. You can try to hover on the Kiang Musa's message. Try to hover it. but reply on the, yeah, that one. Okay, that's a reply on the thread. Okay, try to reply and say something.
What are you saying?
Okay, hey, I am from Makassar too, or something like that. Just say hello. All right. Okay, and also in this chat, you can also do a private message. So click on my icon there, click on my user there. My photo, yeah. Okay, and then click direct message. Okay, okay, just try to say hi or test or something. Okay, wait. Right, and you. Okay. All right. Okay, so that is about the Lovia chat. Any question about Lovia chat?
No, sir.
Okay, so from now on, we will not use WhatsApp.
Ini,
Okay.
sir, ini nggak ngupdate di HP.
Oh, really? Because it should be updated in your phone also at the same time.
Oh.
But you are already logged in the phone, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. It should be at the same time. Should be at the same time, or maybe there is a lag several seconds or something, but generally
I think different room, I think.
Oh yeah, because in the desktop you can see all the rooms, but in the mobile app you need to change rooms. Yeah. Can you try to change to the jobs ops rooms or internship room in the mobile app? Yeah. Okay. So it needs some time to get used to it. After that, then I think it should be okay. Any other question?
No, sir.
Okay. So let's go back to our meeting agenda again.
Okay. What agenda again, sir?
The Notion meeting agenda. The onboarding card, yeah, onboarding card. So I think you can check mark as done the login to chat because you already done it, right?
Which one? This.
Yeah, login to chat Lovia live, and I think you already set your Lovia SSO password, right? They set your Lovia SSO password because then you will not be able to log into chat if you haven't done it. And
how about this?
About this? Yeah, have you installed Bitwarden?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, I think you can do it later. Maybe we can check next week. So it's basically just a password manager. It's very recommended for your own personal use and also for us to make it more secure. Yeah, to make it more secure. And okay, I think you already written your first blog post, I guess.
What?
Okay, about the blog post, I think you already written your first blog post, right? Did you update the blog post before? Maybe you can check again. You can open about Lovia and see if blog post. So I think that one, right? The 11 April. Okay, so I guess we can say that, yeah, nice. Okay, so I think that means that it's already done. So you already wrote your first blog post. But after this, there will be a weekly video and a blog post. It should be short, to the point, and I don't want to make it hard or burden for you. Okay, and then, okay, go to Lovia at LinkedIn. I think you can do that now. All right. Okay, you can just follow. And since you are already working with another company right now, well, I want to ask you, do you want to publish your internship as your position in LinkedIn or not? If not, it's also okay.
Yeah, I think nggak usah dulu, sir.
Okay.
Nggak usah dulu, nggak usah.
Okay. So I think you can go to the Notion again and just check it, follow and update, no problem. And if you already accepted the Lovia team YouTube channel, okay, you can open it just to make sure. All right. Okay, you already subscribed. So have you already accepted the invite to be a manager in this channel?
Nah, itu yang bagian mana, sir, yang itu? YouTube.
Okay, go to YouTube and then click on the profile on the top right. No, the top right one. Okay, right one. Right one. Yeah, that one. Okay, click switch account. Okay, and then click Lovia team. All right. Okay, so when you are here, you can then upload the video as usual. Okay, so you upload using this account. Okay, you can switch your accounts at any time to your own personal account.
But where we get the videos, sir? You will send our video or?
You are the one. The video is for when you make your own video, not this meeting, yeah, not the meeting video, but your own video. I will describe it later. Okay, I will describe it later. But now you know that you can log in to YouTube and you can switch to our account and then you can publish. Okay. Okay. Any questions so far? I will explain later in the weekly agenda.
Yes. Enough.
Okay. So let's go back to the onboarding agenda again. Okay, so that's already done. And we have other social media if you want. Okay, now the accountability chart. Let's review this accountability chart.
I have opened this chart.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yes, and I think so complicated.
Well, yeah, it's because all of the positions are in there, but the one that is most important to you is your own position. Okay, is your own position. Okay. I think if you want to zoom better, you will need to download that file to a PDF viewer, because for some reason this browser it does not want to zoom even bigger. I also don't know why, but it limits the zoom. But actually, if you open in a PDF reader, it can zoom very clearly. All right, so can you see where you are? Okay. Now, you are the job board data scientist, right? And the most important part of this is actually the roles and responsibilities below your name. So these are the roles and responsibilities that you have. Although it's an internship, so it's different than the scoreboard or roles for a full-time employee. But we also like to have the similar process for internships. So you know your progress, okay? So you know your progress and your expectations. Okay. So in this role and responsibilities, is there anything that you'd like to ask? Okay. All right. If it's already clear, then basically the job board ops is responsible for the operations or filling the contents of the job board, and the leader there is me. Actually, I have many seats in this organization because we are still a small company. But the job board ops, if you scroll up, the job board ops is part of the operations. Yeah, it's part of the operations. It's right on top, the chief operations officer. Nah, that one. So the chief operations officer, and that is also me, handles things like the milk product and also the Lovia product, the counseling one, and one of them is the job board. There is also another. If you scroll to the right, there is one for financial officer. That is also me, and it handles the infrastructure and finance and legal, and also HR or people ops should be this in the revised accountability chart. And the one on the right one is the chief marketing officer, which is also me, and it handles things like marketing technology, and also sales and customer service. And all of that is part of the integrator. Yeah, is part of the integrator and the visionary. So it may look complex, but it actually makes it easier to know which role of each person or each seat in the organization. Okay, but again, what you need to know is that your own roles and responsibilities. But for example, when you go to the chat room and you are chatting with someone else in the company, either another team member, so you know where that person and what are his or her responsibilities. Yeah, something like that. Maybe someday that we will have a group meeting, but for now we will have a one-on-one meeting, because for a group meeting that we need to have everyone agreeing on the same time. So that is much harder. As you know, even if just two people, you and me agreeing at the same time, it's quite hard sometimes.
Apalagi beda waktu, sir.
Huh?
Apalagi beda waktu.
Yeah, especially, okay. So maybe it will be much easier for the people in Makassar. We actually have 3 people in the Wita time zone, so you can gather yourself and have like a buka bersama or something virtually over Zoom, yeah. Because you will have the same azan time. All right. Enough for this one? Or any question?
I think enough, sir.
Okay. So let's go back to the onboarding card. Okay, you can check this one as done. And then the next one would be weekly agenda. This is what you were asking before about the video. All right. So you can right click on the image and click open in a new tab to get a better image so you can zoom. All right. So our week then goes like this. The week starts with a weekly one-on-one meeting. This one, okay? This one is a weekly one-on-one meeting. And after the weekly one-on-one meeting, then the week starts. During the week, you can work on your to-do list. So during this meeting, we will decide what is your next to-do list, yeah? And also do some research. For example, how to connect to Amazon S3, or how to connect to the BPMN engine, Camunda, and how to, and also during that work, if there are any issues, the one with the flash icon, the flash circle, means that there is an issue there. You can add a card to Notion and then mention me. So I can help you in the problem. Yeah, so or you can also chat with me like you did before, right? I cannot log in and so on. You can chat with me. Oh, so after I remember, you said that you were not able to log into Amazon, right? Did you already try again with the new password?
But have done, sir.
Okay, so it's no problem. You can do it now. Okay, that's good. So you can do it if you need assistance quickly. You can chat me previously using WhatsApp, but for now, from now on, you have Lovia chat, so you can direct message me or use the chat room to communicate or to get help. Okay. And after that, you will also improve documentation about Lovia. What I mean is the documentation about the thing that you are working, for example, the job scraper. And maybe this is not too much at the beginning because it's still in development, right? But when it's nearing completion, then hopefully you have like a good document. It doesn't have to be long, but it just has to be clear with something like this. Okay, there is a process diagram that we already discussed several times. And after that, 24 hours before our next meeting. Okay, so do you agree that our next meeting will be on Saturday again at 20:45 WITA time?
I think we move in Friday.
In Friday?
Yes.
Okay, I think I have to recheck my schedule then. Friday, okay. Friday at 20:45. WITA. 8:45 p.m. WITA. Friday evening.
Yes.
Yeah.
20,
okay.
20. Yes, 20 WITA, sir. WITA
yeah.
or WIT?
20:45 WITA or Jakarta time is 19:45. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. Okay, so we need to, I will do take note of it later. All right. So okay, so I don't forget. I should take a note of it. Let me check first. So I don't forget which one is it. Okay. Okay, to-do list is next meeting is at Friday 20:45 WITA. But after Lebaran, will you go back to? Oh, wait. After Lebaran, will you go back to Jakarta?
Back Jakarta or Bandung, sir?
Oh, after Lebaran, do you go back to Bandung or Jakarta, or you stay in Makassar?
No. I will back to Bandung.
Oh, Bandung. Okay. Oh, so your office is in Bandung, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. I
My
thought you.
office in I forgot. Bandung, the street.
All right.
But still in Bandung.
All right. Okay, so Friday 19:45, yeah. Okay, so next after that 24 hours before the next meeting, so that will be Thursday, okay, Thursday evening next week. What you should do is that you should record and upload a video to the YouTube channel. Okay, so this should be a short video, maybe like 10 minutes maximum. Usually somewhere between 5 to 10 minutes, but it can be as short as 3 minutes. And it should be as very easy and quick for you to make. So basically, just like giving a demo or overview of what you already done. Okay. Okay, so can you go back to the previous step on the about Lovia documentation on the top on the left. So where, yeah, that one, you can scroll down where there is a tips for video recording. Okay, so you can use the webcam and use some software. Do you have a favorite video recording software?
No.
No. You can try the video recording software below. There is a, you use Windows, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You use Windows, you can use Active Presenter or Flashback Express or Focus Screen. And they have a free version, no time limit, no watermark, and it should be easy to just record, and you can also pause in the middle and so on. But generally, it should be very easy. Just open the project and then you record it and you upload it. Okay, so don't worry too much about it. Okay, don't worry too much about it. Okay, is there any question on this part?
How about the time, sir? Do you have a minimum time or maximum time?
No, I don't think there is a minimum or maximum time. Just what's comfortable for you. But I would say that generally it will be no longer than 10 minutes because I think that I value your time. Okay, you have other things to do. So when you start the video and after you finish publishing, that should take at most 30 minutes, including the time that you need to upload and add a description and so on. So it should be very quick. And I think after a few times, then you will get used to it. So it should be short. Okay, you don't have to like do some live coding or something. No, not like that. What you do is already done. Yeah.
Just explain, right?
Yeah, just explain. So what you do is already done, and then you just open the project, and then okay, let's run it, and maybe you explain a little bit. Oh, it's more like knowledge sharing actually. So it's more like knowledge sharing. Just think that there are other people, not just me. Okay, other developers or maybe students, also students from Telkom University maybe, and maybe they want to learn how to use Amazon S3, how to use Python, how to use Beautiful Soup. So I think it's a good way to share the knowledge of what you already do. Okay, so it's part of you sharing the knowledge, but so there are two goals here. One is that you can share knowledge to other people, and the second goal is that you can also report to me. So the goal is that because you do it before the meeting, that means I have some time to review and play your video. So during the meeting, you do not have to perform any demo, right? Because you already finished it and I already watched it. So during the meeting, there is no time needed to explain. The meeting is just for discussing, okay, what's next? Okay, what's the problem? Okay, so actually meeting should not be for demonstrating what you've done. Demonstrating what you've done, you already done yesterday in the video that I will watch at my own time. And then during the meeting, we can just go straight to the point, save time, more effective. Okay, if you had the problem, wrong error, exception, whatever, okay, let's discuss it now and how to solve it. Because as you see in our previous meeting, maybe the demo will take 30 minutes, 45 minutes, yeah, just for the demo. So that's what we want to reduce, and the demo is actually will be useful for other people as well.
Saya perjelas lagi, sorry.
Okay.
So jadi sebelum meeting di hari Jumat, I must upload the video, right?
Yes, on Thursday. Because I will need time to, because when you upload it, maybe I'm still working on other things. Maybe I'm still doing meeting or I'm still working. So I need some time to be able to play your video. That's why I say 24 hours before the next meeting. So that will be Thursday evening. Okay.
How about if ya mungkin goalnya dapat tapi ya mungkin step-stepnya mungkin kurang tepat, kurang efisien. It's not nggak apa-apa sih.
What do you mean?
Ya misalkan tugas-tugas saya udah clear, udah selesai, goalnya udah dapat, tapi ternyata step yang saya lakukan ya mungkin kurang efisien atau apa, itu nggak apa-apa.
Oh, no problem, no problem, no problem. So the goal is not that you have to do everything right or something. That's why we have a meeting. So the meeting is to discuss what is the next step. And actually, this is the last time I will become the leader of the meeting. Next week, you will become the leader of the meeting. So that means that you decide for yourself, okay, so what should be the next issues that will be prioritized? Okay, for example, you already make an example. Okay, I already done it, but it's not efficient. Okay, you say it's not efficient. So that means there is a choice, right? Do we continue to the next task, or do we want to improve this last task to make it more efficient? There is a choice, right? Okay, so during the meeting, we will discuss it. We will discuss, okay, maybe for the next week, do you want to continue to the next one, or do you want to work again on that last one to improve it? That's what we will discuss on the meeting, something like that. So the video is just showing, not discussing, okay? The video is just showing, there is no discussion there, there is no like evaluation. Of course, if you want to put it, that's okay, but there should be no like judgment or something. No, so it's just showing what was done and whether we will continue. What do we decide on the next step? That is up to the next meeting. That's why the meeting is important. Okay, is that clear?
Yes. Let's try.
Okay, yeah, let's try. That's good. Let's try. Just try and leave it later. Do not overthink it. Okay, it should not be pressure. It should be easy and quick. So if you go back to the diagram, please. Go back to the diagram, please. All right, and then after uploading the video, please make a short blog post. This should be just a short blog post because the blog post will just embed the video that you already did to the blog post. Okay, so you don't have to make it a long blog post because the content is already in the video, right? You do not have to explain it again in text. Although if you have too much time in the world, then yeah, sure, why not that you make it a long blog post, but the expectation is not like that. It's just a title and the video and maybe a short description and that's it. That's done. Okay. Any question on that one?
No, sir.
Okay. So then if there is a handbook page, you can update it. But then the most important part is that you update the scorecard numbers and your meeting agenda. So we have a meeting agenda right now that by the end of this meeting, you will also create your own meeting agenda. So every week, by the end of the meeting, you will need to create a meeting agenda for the next week. Okay. And 24 hours before the next meeting, you update that meeting agenda. If you have issues, you put the issues in the agenda. So you will not forget about it. Okay. So for example, you have issues like, oh, there's an error here or any other issues, you can put on the meeting agenda so we will not forget to discuss it during the meeting. So because the whole point, the whole meat of the meeting should be to discuss issues and problems that you encounter so we can solve it hopefully during the meeting. But if it's not solved by the duration of the meeting, at least we know the problem and we have a action plan. How can we solve this problem? Okay, and that's it. That's the end of the week. The next week we'll start with another weekly one-on-one meeting. And don't worry, I will show you how to do it. I will make an example for you. Okay, any question on this step?
Yes, sir. No.
No? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So we can go back to the agenda, and that means that one is checked on the review weekly agenda one. So we can go back to our calendar. Okay. So please go back to the calendar. All right. Okay. Now click on the meeting that we have now. Okay. So we have this is our current meeting agenda. So how we use this is, okay, you can scroll to the bottom. Okay, so we have Segue, right? So actually the Segue, you should already write it before the meeting, but because we didn't already do that, please type your personal best. You said that you are renovating your room. Please type it there, and I also will type my own. Okay. Okay. You can type the personal best in your place. So you can also edit your, yeah, and you can say that I have renovated the room. Okay. Tools use that Lovia. Right. Okay. Yeah. So that's about it. That's already excellent. It doesn't have to be long. Just describe in summary what it is. And actually, what also should be done is that we should make a time for that when it was done. Okay, so I think it was between 2030 and 2045 WIB, yeah. And then I think after that we have this onboarding review that takes a long time after that, yeah. Onboarding and weekly agenda review, yeah. That's until 2033. So it's almost already 1 hour by the time we do this. But generally, this agenda is just one time. Next week, we'll go straight from Segue to Scorecard review, to Rock review, and so on. Okay. So after this, we will have a Scorecard review. That means reviewing the numbers, but we don't have numbers right now, so we can skip to Rock review. And we don't have yet the Rock review, so we can skip this time. We can go to customer or team member headlines.
But
and yep.
But what is the Scorecard review and Rock review?
Okay, I will put that to the issues list. Okay, so the way we do this meeting is that we identify the issues first. Okay, so if you go to the point number 7, you can scroll to point number 7. I will type it there. Or maybe I think you should type it. Okay, put on that issues list, what is Scorecard and rocks? Type it there in the issues list. So this is to know how are we going to do stuff. Okay.
What's that?
You can type in the issues list, what is rock? Yeah. You can type what is Rock and Scorecard. Yeah, Scorecard and Rock. Yeah. All right. Yeah, actually just Rock. Rock has no card. Yeah. Rock has no card. Just Scorecard and Rock. Okay. Okay. That's the issue. So how we do this is that if there is any question or any problem, we put them on the issues list first. We do not directly discuss because we are still on that part, right? We are still on top. But don't worry, because you already put the question or the problem in the issues list. We will get there. We will get there, and then we can discuss. So that's to differentiate between putting the problems or identifying problems and then actually discussing and solving the problem. Okay, so be patient. Okay, now let's go to point number 5. Okay, after or maybe number 4 first. Do you have any customer or team member headlines? Is there any? It can be good news or it can be bad news. In Segue, it's always good news, right? But in the headlines, it can be bad news as well. For example, if you have like a big problem or something, you can share here. Do you have anything to share?
Not yet.
Hmm?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet. Okay, so we can skip to to-do list. Now, in the to-do list, what we do is actually we are reviewing what was done in the last week. Okay, this will be like simply, okay, this was done and this was not done. So I will give you an example. Okay. All right. Now please click on the first to-do list. Don't check it, but just click there and then type the add button on your keyboard. Okay, and then type Amran onboarding. Type it Amran onboarding so we can search. You need to type first to trigger the search. Amran onboarding. No. Remove. Okay, do it again. Amran space onboarding. Space, not slash. That one. Okay, that one. All right. So now you have a agenda and that links to a specific card. Okay, so you can try clicking that one. Okay, so you link back to this one. Okay, so you can go back actually, but at least it makes it easy to track. Okay, what are the to-dos and whether it's done or not done. Okay, now we know that this one is not yet done. Okay, so we can ask that again next week. Don't worry, just that. And actually, I think you already done the upload to S3 part, right? Because the last one is that. So you can enter that in your second to-do list, upload to S3. It's okay. So as this is your first time in Notion, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, don't worry, I will show you. Yeah, I will show you how to use Notion. It takes some time to get used to it, but I think when you get used to it, I think you will like it. From all of the team members, some of them, only very few of them have already used Notion before. The majority of them is the first time Notion user, but after doing this for a few weeks, they really like it. They really like it, and they will say, "Oh, this is very cool. I can do this. I can link this, and it's this is very organized." Okay, so generally it's a very positive review. So don't worry if it takes time for you to get used to it. I really hope that you will like this process. Okay, so my question is that, is this already done? Upload file to S3 AWS?
Yes.
Yes, so you can check that one. All right, cool. Is there any other to-do list last week that you want to share?
Maybe
Is it okay? So is it already done, or is there a problem? Huh?
Done also. Have done.
Have done. Okay, that's good. So no issue there, no problem.
No.
Okay, that's good. Congratulations. So is there anything else on the to-do that you would like to put on this list?
I think
Okay, that's nice. So after this will be a 7 days ahead calendar review. So yeah, I would say that for this internship, the 7 days ahead will be like, okay, we will have a next meeting on Friday, and on Thursday, yeah, you will do the weekly video and blog post. So I think we can skip this part and let's go to the issues list. Okay, so I would say that the next one after download and upload to S3, and is it already safe? Is the hiring organization? Save to mongoDB. All right. Okay. So I would say that, oh yeah, integration there. Camunda BPMN integration. All right. So I would say these are the issues list that we have right now, because I want to make sure that you are the owner of the meeting. It's up to you to decide which one of the issues list that you want to prioritize or discuss about first. Which one?
I think maybe this one.
This one. Okay. So move that to the top one. Move that to the top. You can use the dots. Okay. You use the dots in there's a dot one. Like a grip icon. You can drag. No, the grip icon. Nah, that one. Okay, move. Oh no, the top on the 7. Below. Okay. That one. Okay. So now we will discuss what to do after download and update. But actually, that needs me to know whether you already save it to MongoDB. So do you already save the hiring organization data to MongoDB?
Yes, have also.
Okay. So I think you should put that on the to-do list, right? Because you haven't mentioned it. Okay, I've saved that to the MongoDB as a hiring organization document. That would be insert or update, right? Or update, yeah. I guess it was update with upsert. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's nice. All right. So maybe I would like to ask you to show the MongoDB. Okay, save. All right. Is it file? Okay. So please open the MongoDB and show this document. Okay, all right. So you have tried one document, okay, ID, name, and type, name and logo. All right. I think this is already I think this is already pretty good ya.
Tapi urutannya berubah gitu, sir.
The order of what?
Harusnya kan yang
oh yeah, no problem. Yeah. In MongoDB, the order of the fields doesn't matter. Okay, it really doesn't matter at all, and so don't worry about it. And I think what should be there is actually the source of the Oh, the hiring organization, yeah. Okay. Okay. Can try any one of them should do it. All right. So my question would be, it's like that's Palmega TBK, right? Can you click that link? Oh, it's already inactive, right? Oh, there is no link, yeah. Okay, then it's no problem. I thought that they have like a link to all of the job posting for that specific company, but turns out there's none of them. Okay, let's go back to the Notion card again. Okay, so yep, so I think you can check is the hiring organization already saved to mongoDB? So that means I already have the answer to that question. On the 7 issues list, point 3. Yeah, that one. That's done, right? Okay, so let's go about Camunda BPMN integration. So I will show you. Oh, did you already, did I ask you to download Camunda modular? Okay.
I forget.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. Then I think you should put it on the to-do below. Recap to-do list on the one below. Okay, in the conclude part.
What?
Yeah, 8. And the point 8 conclude. Yeah, put there one more to do. Download Camunda modular, and it's actually should be a to-do list. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, download Camunda modular. Modeler is using a modeler. Okay, and please turn that into a to-do. You can do it by hovering on that and go to the left using mouse. Okay, click on that, click it. Just click, don't drag. Yeah, of course you can drag up top. Click on it. Okay, turn into to-do list. All right, so that's a to-do that you have to do during the next week to finish this. But then, okay, so I will show you what is Camunda. And I think our time is, okay, we only have like 20 minutes left, I guess. Yeah, 20 minutes left. Okay, I will show you what is Camunda. I'll share you. Did I already share you the login credentials for Camunda? I think I already did, right? Okay. Okay. Right. And you can go to process definitions. So these are the processes that is in our Camunda. Okay. I have to say you something that in the last 2 weeks, I said that we are going to use ZB, right? We're going to use ZB. Actually, ZB and Camunda are from the same company, from the same developers. However, after testing ZB for some time, I found that there are issues. Actually, ZB is very fast, and in some cases, it's actually easier to use than Camunda. But there are some features that are in Camunda, but not yet available in ZB. So that's why I decided that at least from for now, we will focus for the BPM and workflow automation to use Camunda. And maybe someday in the future, we will use ZB to complete. But for now, we will just use Camunda, also to reduce the amount of tools that we have to use. Okay. So if we use Camunda and we use ZB, that will be more complex. So just use Camunda, because basically everything that ZB can do, Camunda can do it too, and there are more features in Camunda. They are from the same company, actually. Okay, so in this case, I want to share you about one thing, maybe like a Lovia team notify new YouTube video. Okay, you can click the Lovia team notify new YouTube video. All right. Okay, so you can click on the expand icon. The expand icon, yeah, the one the other one, yeah. So you can get a clearer view. Okay, you can zoom using the plus icon on the bottom right of your screen. Okay, right. So this is just an example of our BPMN, and this is a simple. I would say this is quite simple. It's already working. So what it does is that when there is a new YouTube video on our YouTube channel, Lovia Team, then it will publish a message to the chat room on the appropriate chat room. Okay, on the appropriate chat room, depending on some criteria, and that's it. Okay, it may publish 2, it may publish 3 channels, 4 channels, depending on the which YouTube channel is posting the video. Now this is already running. Maybe you are not seeing it now because you just log into Lovia Chat, but let's go to Lovia Chat now because you will be able to see the history. Okay, go to internship room. Okay, now you try to scroll up. Do you notice any video there being posted? And do you know who is posting the video?
Yeah, team.
Yeah. So Lovia team is actually our bot. So it's just a bot that is run by Camunda. So the bot is listening if there is something published in the YouTube channel. This meeting also, I will upload it to YouTube channel after the meeting ends. And after that, there is a process that monitors I think every hour, yeah, every hour or maybe every 30 minutes, that checks if there is a new content in YouTube, and then the bot will publish that to this channel. And that's it. That's one way we use Camunda. Any question on this?
No, sir.
Okay.
Continue.
Yeah. So that's the smallest view of data science, right? You get the data from somewhere, you do some processing, and you post that to somewhere. As you can see in the BPMN, it's simple. Just get and then post again a different channel. But the one that you are going to do is more complex, right? You get from some place, and then you do some processing, and then you request another URL, you do some other searching, next page, and so on, upload the image to S3 and so on. There will be several combination of different processes. But the nice thing about this Camunda or BPMN is if I give you the source code, the entire source code of the bot, maybe that is harder to understand than if I can show you the diagram. Do you agree with that? For example, the diagram that I just showed you in Camunda. Okay. So that's also the same way with the task that you will do is that you are creating an automated data science application, right? That it will get data from several different URLs and then processes it, and then from that processing it will get another URL and then maybe publish, update or insert data in the database, or upload file to S3, and maybe do some processing, natural language processing maybe, or other kind of data. And that will be more complex if you put everything. Can you imagine if that is like one single Python file from top to bottom? That will be a very long file, right? So I think it's much easier if we break down the steps, each of one, and then integrate it using BPMN and Camunda. So we know how these things works from the beginning of the data, and the data flows to which part and which part. And the nice thing is that if we have a problem on one block, then we only need to debug that one task, not the whole application. Okay. So let's go back to the Camunda again. I will show you another BPMN that is a little bit more complex. You can go to processes. Okay. And you can go to which one is it? Ensure customer data in chart mobile. That's the second one. All right. Okay, so this is a more realistic process. It's actually already working. So we have a system at Chartmogul for our subscription analytics. And we need a way to synchronize the data in our own database and the data at Chartmogul. So we use this BPMN to make sure the thing is synchronized. And can you imagine that if I give you just the source code of everything without this process, do you think it will be easier to understand a source code, or it will be easier to understand, okay, this is the business process in the diagram, and then you can read the source code? Okay, so
who make this, sir?
This one I create. There is another one that is create. Yeah, I create this one. But there is there are some things here that, if you notice, is actually reusing the same tasks or components as the one before. Can you notice which one? That is the same, exactly the same thing as the one, the diagram before for YouTube notify channel.
I don't know.
Okay. Do you notice the blocks in the bold one? The bold blocks? There are how many bold blocks in there?
4.
4. All of the 4 bold blocks are sending a message to the chat room. Oh, so it is using the same service or the same source code there to send the chat room as the one that is sending the video to the chat room that you have already seen. So can you imagine that I don't have to do or to code a way of how to send the chat room, because there is already a process in Camunda that knows how to send a message to a chat room. You can just use the bot.
It's automatic.
Yes. And now you can test it for yourself. So let's go to the home in the right. Maybe one more. Okay. Go to processes. Go to processes again. And then go to customer support close account. Okay. This is a new process. It's still in development. It's not me who are making this diagram. Devi from customer support creates this, and it's her first time creating this diagram. And I asked her, do you think it's hard or difficult or easy to make this BPMN workflow? And she said, well, just usual. Yeah. And then I said, okay, if it's yours, it's your first time creating this, and you say it's usual, then when you do it a few times, then that will be easy for you. So I'm really glad about that. So this is a process to close an account. But anyway, let's go to the home icon and switch. You can look at the processes anytime you want. Over time, we will have more processes, and you will also make a process in Camunda of how to do the job scraping, yeah, the job scraping. And we can also integrate or collaborate between machine and human. For example, can you imagine that some data in the job board may be invalid, or if there is a missing data or something, we can use Camunda to detect that and then send that data to a human being. So a human being can then look at that data and maybe, okay, the human can feel missing or do any other processing on the data. So we can do that. Okay, any questions so far?
No.
Okay, so let's go to the home icon. So switch to task list. Okay, and that's in the top right. Yeah, you can switch applications there, then go to task list. Okay. So now go to start process. Click on start process on the top right on the navigation bar.
Start process.
Yeah, start process on the top right. Okay, and then do the scroll in, I think it's infrastructure, right? Infrastructure, RocketChat, post message. Okay. All right. Now the channel, input that as internship. Internship. All right. And then text, up to you. You can say, hey, I am Amran, and so on and so on. Up to you. That will be your.
Yes, yes, yes.
I think you should put Amran somewhere in there, so everyone will know that this is Amran doing it. Okay. You can put a Bismillah or something else, but okay. That's it. Okay. For bot username, we have two bots, Lovia team and Miluf. So now we just use the default, and that's Lovia team. Okay. Now click start. Okay. Did you get any notification on your computer or on your phone? Should be. Actually, it's already done. You can see on the Lovia chat room. Yeah. I don't know why the notification is not working on your part, but you see there. See? Yeah. So that's just you running a single process, that the process is just sending a message to the chat room. But other processes can also send a message. For example, if you are doing the job board workflow, so your application will get some data and then do some process. And when the process is done, then that means your process can send a message to the chat room and say, hey, the job board has imported some new jobs or some new URLs or some new hiring organization and so on. So the people here knows. So without you doing anything, then that means all you have to do is install the chat app, and your application that is running every day will give you a report whether your data science workflow is running smoothly, or if there is an error. You can get that notification. Of course, you can send the notification using email, or you can check the logs in the server, but that is not convenient, right? It's much easier if that you can just check it on the chat room, and the bot and the humans are in the same chat room, so we can discuss there. Okay, so I think that's it about the BPMN and Camunda. Any question?
Continue, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
Okay. All right, so I guess we can go to the Notion agenda again and then check it out. All right. Okay. So BPMN integration, I think that's that already finished, yeah. Next one is Camunda BPMN integration. You can check it out. However, about the scorecard and rock review, now there is a rule in the meeting. The meeting must start on time and end on time. Actually, we already run out of time because the meeting starts at 20:30 something Jakarta time, and it's already 22 10 minutes. So please write on the issues list point 7. That's 55 minutes there. You can write the end time. Not that one, in the header. In the header of point 7. Yeah. So that's 55 minutes. You can say that this ends at 22:10 WIB. You can just add another text there. I think it started at 21:33. Yeah, the last one is 21:33. Got lost track of it, but we should put, yeah, 21:33. Okay, yeah, and then to 22:11 WIB. Yeah, WIB time. Okay. Okay. Yep. So actually, that's not bad, yeah, because actually the allotted time it should be 1 hour, but the problem is that we already have other things that we discussed before this one. So we already run out of time. But don't worry, the way this works is that next week we can discuss what is Scorecard and Rock Review. Don't worry about that for now. All right. So I would say that the to-do is that you download the Camunda modular, okay? And then after that, after download the Camunda modular, you should please add another to-do below that. Okay, so the way we do this actually, that you should create a card for this and then link it here. So because this is like a different or a more detailed task, so please go to the job board first. You can go to job board. Okay, and we will link it there. Okay, job board, and please create a to-do there. New on to-do. Okay, all right. And this one is that create and I would say like BPMN workflow, yeah, BPMN workflow for scraping job collection page, yeah, BPMN workflow for scraping one job collection page. I think we should start from the simplest one, just one page and integration with Camunda. Okay, BPMN workflow for scraping job collection page. All right. So, okay, so you can click that card to bring more details. Okay, type would be task. Type will be task. The type on the top one, okay, type task. And then priority, I think P3, priority will be P3. And timeline, timeline should be Thursday next week. Thursday next week. Yeah. Okay. You can put remind there. There is a reminder. Okay. Up to you. Which one do you like? Okay. And that's it. That's okay. And then you can choose the product manager and the assign. Okay. Yep. And then this assign to you. Assign to yourself. Okay. So how this works is that I will show you how to do this quickly. Just go to the below and you can use an empty page. It doesn't have to be complex. Just click empty page there. Okay. And this will be just one task. Okay. You can say just one task there. The BPMN diagram has one task. Yeah, you can write it there. So you know what to expect. Yeah, you can type it there with just one task to call the Just one task. Just one task. Yeah, just one. I think just one service task. Yeah, just one service task. I will show you what service task means. Yeah, here, so you know what I'm talking about. I will send that to the chat room. Okay, I send the URL to the chat room so you know what it is. You can copy paste the URL to the task so yeah, you know what it is. I think I should just put it on the Notion, right? Why do I have to send it to chat? Okay, can copy paste it to the Notion card. Okay, yep. And just press escape. So okay, to call the scrape job collection script. Yeah, to call the job scrape job collection script. The first script that you create, okay, the first one that you create is scraping the job collection, right? To call the first for job collection. Yeah. Okay, and I think that should not be like a script, but let me. Wait, let me edit this one. Script job collection page. This one. Okay, and maybe after that I can and perhaps if you want you can send chat the bot can send chat message to chat room to notify completion. Yeah. Okay. So this is the task. Just want to subscribe with the URL given by a user. Okay. In the Camunda form, yeah. In the Camunda form. All right. So do you think this task is clear enough about what it does?
Yes, I think.
Yeah. So how do you do it is another thing. At least you know what you should, what will the result after it's done. So for example, previously you already tried the workflow for sending a message to the chat room, right? Yeah. So, and the text message is you input the text message, right? And the workflow sends that for you. Now, this will be the same like that. You will make a process, just one service task, and the user can go to Camunda, start the process to scrape job collection, input the URL, start, and then calls your script, and that's it. Just one script. Okay. And after that, we can expand the BPMN to have more and more scripts. But first, the first script you must do. Okay. All right. Any question?
No.
Okay. So let's go back to the meeting agenda. So you need to link this thing. BPMN. Okay. Go back to the meeting agenda. Yeah, for today. Okay. And okay, go to the bottom and go to the the next issues, then put that on the to do number 3. Yeah. Yeah, that one. Add and click BPMN workflow. BPMN workflow. Yeah, that one. Okay, and also you still have the weekly videos and the weekly blog posts, right? So make another to-do below that. Okay, add, put the add first, because I think you have, oh, you don't have the board, right? Okay. I think just then just type it. Then. Just type it weekly video, and then another to do for the weekly blog post. Okay. For on Thursday, you can remove that first. You can use add on and then add Thursday. Nah, that will be like that time. Okay. And if you want, you can also make a reminder or not, and also weekly blog post. Yeah. Weekly blog post. So the blog post is actually just embedding the video that you already uploaded. All right, that's also Thursday. All right, cool. Okay, so that's will be the last topic of our meeting. So you will need to download Camunda Modeler. Try to just try, okay? Just try, and if you have any issues, you can contact me on the Notion card or using the Lovia chat. Okay. Anything you would like to ask before concluding this meeting?
None.
All right.
I think it's very clear.
Okay, that's good. So now we have to rate the meeting and then create agenda for next week. So go to the bottommost and put a rating for yourself and then for me. On the rating 1 to 10, put your name there above me. Put your name and give a rating on the meeting. What? Yeah, there. Yeah, you can put your name there. You can use add or you can without add. It's up to you.
Rating for what, sir?
Rating for the meeting. Put your name first. Put your name first. Okay. And then put a rating 1 to 10. Rating was for the meeting itself. Do you think the meeting is productive? Or do you think the meeting is boring? Do you think the meeting is useless? Give a rating on the meeting, yeah, on the meeting. Okay, that's nice. So for me, I would say, I think I would go the same. I would say this is 7.5. I would say this is fine. So give a number for me too, 7.5. All right. So now let's do the last one before ending the meeting is that you should create a meeting agenda for next week. So there are two ways to do it. You can create a new meeting agenda, or you can copy from the previous meeting agenda and then change it. So let's do the copy method. Okay. So go to the calendar again. Okay, go to calendar and then right click on the meeting agenda. You can right click on the current meeting agenda, yeah. Which one is your meeting agenda? That one, right click and then duplicate. Now you have a copy, drag the copy to next week. Okay. Next week will be, yeah, 8th of May. And then edit that one, edit the copy, and then change the title and so on. Okay.
What's the title?
Yeah, just remove the copy off. I think it's the same, but copy, just remove the copy off. Yeah. All right, and then go below. So I think the date is correct, right? 7:45 WIB. Okay, so go below. So we need to change a few things. Okay, now you can remove the personal best, make it blank, because then you will fill it for the next week. Yeah, you can make it blank again. Okay, the business best from me is also blank. And 1B, there will be no 1B because we already done this just one time. All right, everything else stays the same. Okay, let's go down. Now for the to-do list, the ones that already done, you can delete. Okay, you can delete the ones that are already done.
What's that?
Your save file, download, and upload already done, right? You can delete them because next week we will no longer need to discuss those anymore. You can delete.
How to delete this?
You can use the dot thing.
This?
Yeah. You can click and click. Just click.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, you can use del and so on. Sorry. Okay. All right. So, and the issues list, the one that's already done, you can delete. And the one that's still there is still there. So next week, you can discuss the scorecard and rock. And the one that is in conclude, you need to select them and move to the number 5 or to do. So how you do that is that you click on one and use shift arrow key. Yeah, click, use the click on one, just click first on one and then use shift arrow key down, like selecting text. Yeah. Click first. Yeah, click there. Just okay. Then no. Use the keyboard. Use the keyboard. Yeah. Shift then down. Use the keyboard. Nah, like that. Now you can drag all of them to the top. The to 5. To-do list. All right. Yep. Good. So the current week's to do will be the next week's to do to review. Okay. And yeah, you can remove the rating, just the rating. Yeah, leave the name. Just the don't delete. Remove the number. Because you will still be there next week, right? Just the number is needed to delete. And that's it. That's we have a meeting for next week. Okay. And then we can conclude the meeting. Okay. Last one. Any last question?
No.
No. Okay. It's already too late. All right. So again, this is my last time as the meeting lead. So starting next week, you will lead the meeting. So you will be the one to start the meeting and run the agenda. I will help you, of course. And you will need to prepare the meeting agenda before. And to start with that, now you will have to be the meeting lead to end the meeting. Okay? So please, Mas Amran, the new leader of the meeting, please end the meeting for us.
The meeting.
Yeah.
How to do that?
Yeah, just like what everyone does, like, okay, thank you, wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah, and so on, something like that. And okay, the meeting is complete. Wassalamualaikum, ya, something like that.
Yeah. Ya mungkin untuk ini aja pertemuan kita hari ini, semoga bermanfaat dan pastinya bermanfaat. Ya mungkin cukup sekian. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.